Welcome to cardiopulmonary rehab. This is your exercise physiologist staff right here. So I am Candace. We've got
DJ.
lovely Jordan
And Steven.
and Steven. And we're going to be going through a strength and balance exercise video for you today. So grab your water bottle, a towel if you need it. If you need extra support, you're going to need a chair, your dumbbells, and a good attitude. All right, so we're going to begin with a warm-up, and we're going to start by marching in place. DJ is going to be doing our modified version for today, and we've got Jordan doing our standard version, and then Steven's going to be doing our advanced version. So I'm going to have everyone start by marching in place to get you nice and warm. We're going to do this for about 15 seconds before moving in to our next exercise. You'll notice Steven's doing high knees, picking up the pace. Jordan's bringing her knees up to her hands, and then DJ's got the seated version down. Now we're going to move into an alternating reach. So they're going to reach overhead to the side, getting a slight side bend in. DJ's got the nice modified version here if you need extra support here. Jordan's got standard version, reaching over. Steven's going to use both arms to reach over, get a little bit deeper into the stretch. So again, alternating here for about 15 seconds, just trying to get loosened up and warm. Now we're going to get prepared for our single leg tap back. Okay. With the single leg tap back, everyone's going to be standing for this one. If you're using a chair, you're going to utilize the chair for support and balance. Okay. We want to make sure our supporting knee here that we're balancing on is going to be nice and unlocked. So she's got her knee unlocked here. And then from here, you're going to slightly hinge forward. Okay. And then tapping back behind you. You'll notice Steven doing our advanced version is going to balance the whole way through, so he's not touching the floor. Jordan's going to touch the floor as she goes back. And DJ's also touching the floor while using that hand support with the chair. They're going to get 10 reps in and then switch sides. So we will go ahead and do 2 more. And then we're going to switch legs and get the other side. We'll let them finish this out. They're doing a great job. And then we're going to move into our working set. Start getting that blood moving a little bit more. So if you need a quick sip of water, go ahead and grab it. And we'll get prepared with your dumbbells for our first full working set. Okay. We're going to begin with upper body. We're going to start with what's called an overhead press. Now for our overhead press, we're looking to keep the rib cage stacked right over the hip bones. We want to try and minimize any overarching in the spine here. Okay, we're going to go through 12 reps together, but with our different versions here. So I'm going to have everyone bring their dumbbells to their shoulders. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose, and then exhale and press overhead for 12 reps. Good. DJ's doing a good job of keeping everything stacked here, as is Jordan here. Okay. Steven is also doing a great job, and he's advanced the overhead press by going into a split stance to help work on balance. Good job. When they get to 12 reps, they're going to rest. Then we're going to move into our next exercise, which is called a forward punch. Okay? You have a couple options here. You can alternate your punches. Okay? You could do both at the same time. But if you need that chair for support, utilize it. Okay? If you're struggling with balance, you may need that extra support, and that's okay. So they're going to go ahead and bring their dumbbells up, either flat-footed or split stance. And they're going to alternate or do both at the same time. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. Now I want everyone to take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, blow it out, nice and controlled with pursed lips, like you're blowing through a straw. Good, we'll do one more. Inhale. Exhale, blow it out, nice and controlled. All right, moving into our next exercise, we're gonna do a bench over row. So with this one, I'm gonna have Steven, who's doing our advanced version. He's gonna move in a different direction, just so you can see the form for this position. So DJ's doing our modified version. He's gonna slightly hinge forward in his chair, keeping a nice neutral spine. Okay, we've got Jordan doing our standard version, and then Steven's gonna be doing our more advanced version. So I'm gonna have them go ahead and get into their hinged position. You can see Steven's going a little lower, so he's gonna be doing a little bit harder version, but getting a little more range of motion here, targeting the upper back a little bit more. But he's got a nice neutral spine here, nice flat back. Inhale, exhale, row for 12 reps. With this movement, you want to make sure that you're really squeezing those shoulder blades. Squeeze those shoulder blades. And we will move into an alternating straight arm raise or frontal raise. DJ's gonna stay seated for this one and alternate. Jordan's gonna stay standing and alternate. And then Steven's gonna do both arms at the same time. So everyone's gonna take a nice inhale. Exhale, raise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Great job. They all did a very good job of keeping those ribs stacked right over the hips. All right, last one for our upper body in this first working set. It's called a center back squeeze. So I'm gonna have everyone go into an underhand grip for me. Good. Staying nice and tall, making sure those knees are unlocked. It's gonna help support the lower back, and it's also gonna give you a good base of support for balance. From here, you're gonna slightly bring your elbows back as you bring those weights apart and squeeze those shoulder blades together, okay? So everyone's gonna take a nice deep inhale and exhale, squeeze. Good. They're gonna go through their 12 reps at their own pace. And then we're gonna move into our lower body exercises. Good job, everyone. Jordan's doing a great job of squeezing those shoulder blades together. It's almost like you're trying to pinch a coin between those blades. All right, moving into our lower body exercises, we're gonna set our weights off to the side. And we're gonna go into our calf raises. DJ's going to do a seated version for us today. And then Jordan and Steven will be standing. Steven's gonna do an advanced version by doing single leg. Nice inhale, good tall posture. Exhale on your toes. Good. With the seated calf raise, you want to make sure that you walk your feet back underneath you. But if your heels are off the ground to start, you walk back too far. So you want to make sure that you're able to come up on your toes and press your heels to the floor. When they get to 12, they're going to rest for me. Then we're gonna move into a single leg abduction or a lateral leg raise here, okay? For this one, everyone's gonna be standing, and this one really is gonna help you target balance here. So DJ's going to utilize his chair for support. Okay, if you feel a little unsteady, it's okay to use that chair for support. Jordan is going to be standing without the chair. She's going to come out and then bring her foot back to the floor. Steven is going to balance the entire time, not letting that foot rest between his reps. They're all standing nice and tall. With this one, you really want to focus on not leaning over as you bring that leg up. We want to keep the trunk of our body nice and tall and only bring that leg out as far as it'll go from this position. So inhale through the nose. Exhale, we're going to abduct on that right side. Good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Notice how they all stayed nice, tall, and aligned. They weren't leaning over where they could almost fall over. We want to keep our torso nice and tall and make our leg do the work here. All right. Moving on to our up downs. So here at cardiopulmonary rehab, we call them up downs, but it's the same mechanics as your squat. So if you've heard that term before, that's what we're moving into. DJ's gonna do a chair version. So if you need help getting up and down from a chair, utilize the handrails if you have a handrail on your chair, but also make sure you have a nice and sturdy chair that's not gonna move on you, okay? Jordan's gonna do our normal squat for range of motion, and then Steven's gonna go a little more advanced and go a little bit deeper into a squat, working on depth. Inhale through the nose, exhale, squat. Good. Make sure you're doing these at your own pace. Okay? None of this is a race. If you can only do a few squats right now, do what you can. Don't feel like you have to make it to 12 reps right away. Something to build on and to set goals for. All right. So our last lower body exercise that we're going to focus on today is called a single leg curl. This is going to target our hamstring in the back of the leg. DJ is going to utilize his chair for support. I'm going to have one of them turn sideways so you can see the form from another angle. Okay? So Steven's going to do that for me. The difference here is DJ is going to utilize his chair for support, and he'll bring his foot down between each rep. Jordan is not going to use her chair, but she'll also bring her foot down. Steven is going to balance the entire time, so he's not dropping that foot between his reps. They're all going to stay nice and tall. Their chest is upright, head is up. Inhale. Exhale, curling on that right leg. They'll get 12 reps in here, and then we'll switch. Good. So they're staying nice and upright. And as you can see, Steven's got his balancing, supporting leg. His knee is unlocked. Right? And when he's curling, his curling leg, that knee is behind his supporting leg. That's going to help you target the hamstring. We want to make sure we're targeting the right muscles. If you bring that knee in front of that supporting leg, you start to switch muscle groups and you're targeting more hip flexors and quads. Make sure that knee gets behind your supporting leg, that balancing leg, so that you're targeting the correct muscle group. All right, everyone. So we've gone through our working set, and now we're going to take some time to go through a short cool down. We're going to start with an overhead reach. So DJ's going to have a seat for us, and I'll go through this one as well. So with our overhead reach, we're going to slightly bend down, reach our arms up to the ceiling, and then come down to our sides. While we do this, we're going to work on our breathing as well. So as we're reaching up, we're going to inhale. Exhale, bring those arms down. nice and slow. We're going to do it one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly bring in those arms down to our sides. Good. Now we're going to move into shoulder circles. We did a lot of upper body shoulder work today, so we want to make sure we loosen things up within the shoulder area. So we're going to start by rolling our shoulders in a circular motion forward. We're going to do 10 reps before reversing into the opposite direction. Go 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's go the reverse direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. The last one we're going to do is called a toe touch. DJ is going to do the modified version for this portion. He's going to have one leg bent and one leg straight. He is able to reach his toe, but it's okay if you cannot reach your toe. So you want to make sure you're actively locking out your leg for this one. Toe is pulled back, and then you're going to reach just as far as you're able to before that knee wants to bend. So when you start feeling that stretch, that's where you're going to stop. He's flexible enough to reach his toe. Go the range of motion that you can at this point. Okay? Jordan's going to reach down for both feet. Same stretch, just more of the standard version that we see. And then you'll see Steven is doing a split stance, which takes more balance, more stability work here, reaching for that toe. They're going to come up nice and slow. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, blow it out. And then DJ and Steven are going to switch legs. Jordan's going to go back down, reaching for both legs. We're doing this stretch for about anywhere from 15 to 20 seconds, making sure you're breathing through the stretch. Don't hold your breath. And then slowly coming back up as to not get dizzy or lightheaded. Okay? So that's what we have for you today for your strength and balance exercise. We went through one set today. Feel free to go through 2 to 3 sets for this. One set might be enough if you're new to exercise or you're a beginner. But if you're a little more advanced, you may work into 3 sets. If you're kind of in the middle of your exercise or workout journey, you may do 2 sets. We had a great time putting this video together for you guys. Thank you very much. We'll hope to see you around.